So yes, wouldn't we all love to see a better, bigger world? And the thing is, we can all start doing this by just visioning a different world today. So before I sign off, let's just close our eyes and let's tune in. And I'm going to try and take you into it's something I'm going to do a longer version of, but I just want to take you into a short, quick view of what work could be like. So when I tune into work and I try to envisage what work could be like in the future, I don't see jobs. I don't see the kind of work that we're doing. But what I do see is this. So close your eyes and come with me on this journey. So I see a person getting out of bed in the morning. I see them being able to tune in to their heartbeat, maybe through gadgets, maybe intuitively. And that also gives them like an emotional stability or mental health stability assessment. And they then decide, how do I feel today? And if they feel happy, maybe they'll say, do you know what? I feel happy. I want to go somewhere and spread happiness today. Maybe it'll be like, well, actually, I'm lacking energy. What can I do instead? What can I do to boost my energy? And where can I go to have that? Or they may wake up and say, wow, I learned something really amazing last night. I want to go and share that and teach. So basically, this kind of feeling I get is that we're using the human mind and the human resources of the brain and the way the brain works in a more natural way, where we're not just focusing on one single job every single day, day in, day out. We're actually moving into different roles and flowing. I could even see it that, you know, on those days where you're lacking energy, isn't that a cool day to hang out with kids and let all that energy of kids running around rub off on you and boost you? Maybe you even find that you don't need childcare anymore, because on the days where people might not feel sort of so cerebral or wanting to think in numbers, they might just want to be playful. They can actually go and play with the children. Now, I know there's all sorts of other issues to consider, but let's focus on just the vision of an ideal, perfect, utopian kind of view for the moment. But just as you see that unfolding, to know that every morning when you wake up, you get to choose the work that you do based on your physical state, your mental state, and what you're able to give at your maximum that day. And things start changing. Now, instead of work ruling us and us being slaves to work, work is a community activity, a community where we know that there's always going to be somebody filling in all the roles that need to be done, and that we're all rotating and experiencing all those feelings. That we are teaching, we are expressing all parts of who we are, whether we're happy, whether we're sad, whether we're teaching, whether we're receiving. How fulfilling does that feel? Just really keep a sense of that. Kind of let the vision roll. You don't need me to describe it all. Just imagine that world now growing. What are you seeing? What are you noticing? What are people doing? Are people having long naps in the afternoon? Are those that have got more energy taking up the slack during lunchtime, when those who need to rest? And then those that are night owls come on at night and start picking up the reins and doing more work. Now make that feeling stronger and stronger, and just let it go right down through your body. Let it come out of your heart, down through your body, down into your toes and your fingers. Make it stronger and stronger. And I'm sure each of you are adding your own little parts to it, so keep amplifying it. And now I want you to imagine that energy now is starting getting bigger than your heart, bigger than your chest. And you're sitting in a bubble of this energy. And when you're ready, just send that energy right around the world. So each of you now is sending that energy around the world. Let it kind of blend with each other as it passes through. You might see it as a grid, or just as waves or color floating around the planet. And we just make a call out to everybody on the planet who aligns with this vision to add their energy to it as well, because it's a free will world. We can't force everybody into this vision. but we can at least call out to those in the world and ask them to join us in this vision. Now we bring the energy back, bring it back down into your heart. And when it's all back inside your heart, put your hand on your heart and just ask for your soul to give you a clue, an insight, an update this week on what your soul vision is, the most perfect soul vision for you. Minus any limitations, minus any restraints. Just show you the most perfect one, and don't deny it when it comes. Just accept whatever comes through. Don't make it smaller. Keep it as big as you can. And you'll know when it's right, because it'll feel like the feeling you have right now, because this is just a frequency signature of how this type of work should feel. Now, don't think this is like, oh, well, this is futuristic. This signature you can apply to any job interviews you have now. Any work you're doing now, you can already start checking. If it feels like this, then it's a go. And if it doesn't feel like this, then I need to search a bit more. And then just bring your awareness back into your body. Give it a symbol, a word, or a color maybe. Something that you can help remember this feeling. So it's just something you can draw or put on your altar or look at on a post-it pad on your door, on your window frame. Something to remind you that every time you see that, you remember this feeling right now. And bring your awareness back into your space. 3, where you're sitting. 2, eyes starting to open. 1, back in the space where we started. So I'll be interested to know what symbols you all got. So let me know in the chat. So really spend some time though this month focusing on your soul vision and checking how you're going to hold that vision, learning techniques to hold that vision, learning techniques to discern what that is, to find out what you don't know about yourself, what excitement, adventures are available to you, but also making sure that the vision is the right vision for you, and really, really focus really hard on checking it's not a personality-based vision, that it is your soul, and that it's not your family or your peers, and that it is what your heart really desires. And that all comes out at the heart center, which is why I've been focused on the heart today. So thank you guys, and I'll see you all next week. Bye guys.